Yeah, I was wondering if you guys would be putting out the new Star Wars toys tonight for Triple Force Friday. The ninth? Well, that stuff's supposed to come out tonight. What the hell? Hey, what's going on, everybody? As you heard from my parody, that's how our Triple Force Friday could have been. I had called my local Walmart, which is all we got here in the sticks, to see, if they were putting out the toys. Well, they acted like I had three heads and was in the shape of a lobster or something. They said, no, they got somebody on a walkie-talkie and they said, oh, if they put anything out, it'll be the ninth. I was like, the ninth? So, a buddy of mine, Jim Robertson, shout out to you, sent me a picture sometime one day. He said, hey man, I'm up here and they got this big space cleared out. So, I'd forgotten that Frozen stuff was coming out too that night. So, I was like, all right, I'll check them. I'll call up again, later in the night. So I called up around 11. I was like, hey, you guys putting out the Star Wars toys tonight for the Triple Force Friday? And they said, yeah, whatever we have, we'll be putting out at midnight. So I was like, cool. So Crazy H and I rode up. We got there about 10 minutes till 12. And it was just me and another collector from the Western American Collectors group. John Crofus was there. Shout out to you, John. And he was already there with his woman waiting. And then another local collector got to meet was there as well. So it was just us, and they had one little pallet full of stuff, and it amounted to like a case of the white-carded Black Series, case of the vintage, and then some of the new, like the little kid ones that they've made, the newer ones. They had some of the gold ones, which I really didn't care for them, didn't pick any of them up. And I think some lightsabers and stuff like that, but wasn't much. This was like a little displayer, and we pretty much just ransacked it, and everybody got exactly what they wanted. That was really cool. All of us that were there got what we wanted, so I was really happy about that. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Crazy H, and he's going to show you guys the haul. Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Crazy H, craziest of all H's, doing the middle portion of this video in which I show you all of the things we acquired on the Triple Force Friday run that we went on. We had a very good turnout, and it was a beautiful instance where there wasn't many people that came, but we all ended up getting what we wanted in the end. So I was very happy, to witness the joy of other people, getting what they all came there for, and, just the overall sense of community and, feeling a part of something. So, first thing we'll do, we'll pan up to the 4 figures of Black Series that we acquired there. First we have these two, which we were searching for the most, being the Mandalorian and the Second Sister. Both, I'd say, are probably the best of this particular line. As you can see, they come with their white boxes because it was the first issue of them. I'm going to be very excited to see this show. It looks like it's going to be very entertaining and good for the more recent things that we're getting, of late. And the Second Sister's just got a cool design. I believe that she has some kind of part in the new Jedi Fallen Order video game. Part of the same Inquisitor Corps that was in Star Wars Rebels, just a different, because the one in Rebels was the 7th sister instead of the 2nd. And then of the ones that were released, we came for these two. And then there were two other groups of people that came and got two of the others, and I just got what was left over, which were these two. So this is the Off-World Jawa and the Riot Trooper. The interesting thing about the Off-World Jawa is, well, for one, the cloth cape, but also the story. It appears that, according to the back of the box, that some Jawas have, over the years, have gotten off of Tatooine on different ships and have landed on other worlds and colonized them, but just basically kept up with their Jawa activities of scavenging there. So that's very interesting to see how that'll unfold. And of course, the Riot Troopers are very, it's not much. It's just a normal Stormtrooper, but I'm an armor junkie, so that's why I got him. And I like the marrying, I guess you could say, of fantasy and science fiction in this. Because, you have like a science fiction Stormtrooper with like a shield and a close to quarter combat weapon. Like, that's pretty interesting. And then next to him, we have this Sith Trooper who we pre-ordered offline and got in the mail a couple days ago. Very interesting new design, even though it really just kind of looks like one of these just painted red. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of part they play. I actually said the guns, you can see there, they look like Nerf guns almost. But it's a very impressive line so far, as we get closer to nearing 100 of the main series with this. And then down below here, another one we recently got pre-ordered was this Emperor Palpatine that came in the mail. He has a variety of display options, which I like. The cloak is very good because you can sort of get that look he had in Return of the Jedi, where his face was very covered. You couldn't see much of it, but I chose the lightning one because it's just kind of an iconic look for him. The throne's displayed behind him, but I didn't just want to have him sitting in the throne and the canes on it, but having the alternate hands and like head sculpts and that accessories come with it are really good. And you're kind of getting a sneak peek here as to, we haven't really had the time to do our Black Series and get them all unboxed, but this is what a shelf could look like based off all the ones we do have unpackaged. I kind of have all the villains here lined up from 1 to 6 there. So when we get to it, we'll get to it, and it'll probably look something like this just on each shelf. And then over here we did get some of the vintage collection. So these two are for us, the two new characters from Rise of Skywalker. This is Kerry Russell's character and one of the Knights of Ren. And they look very good. I'm really hoping that they release 6-inch variants of this, because they're very nice costumes and they could have some really, neat display options with them. And then over from them are two others that I got to give away as gifts to a couple buddies of mine. I think they're really going to enjoy them because it was kind of all that was left over. We really pillaged the display up there because all that was left were, everyone got all the Black Series, and all that was left of these was just 2 X-Wing fighter Lukes. And then just a couple other stuff that they got in, like some skiff barges and a few of the golden 2-packs. And then we also got these movies on the way out. Dark Phoenix, which they saw, and they probably have their thoughts about them. And then Spider-Man Homecoming, of course, which we, expressed our thoughts on after we saw it. And we got this edition that came with the Night Monkey. So, yeah, overall we had a very good turnout for a heist, as I like to call it. And unfortunately now we're just going to have to put up with a empty Walmart again for years, probably, after getting all this. Unless we get things at other stores, but it's a very nice turnout here, and all very high quality figures. So with that said, I will turn it back over to the tank.
So there you have it, guys. That was the haul from Triple Force Friday. I have totally enjoyed seeing everybody on the Syndicate's Facebook group, pictures of everything you picked up, and I felt bad for people that had similar situations with their local stores. not knowing what was going on. I guess what's a big deal to us is, not a big deal to so many others. But the thing about it is, when you're run the business and that, you would think, you would have some kind of idea what's going on. But anyway, regardless, we ended up making out all right. Shout out to Walmart Night Crew for kicking butt as usual and coming through. That's what I worked when I was there for 13 years. So I appreciate them helping us. Shout out to Kim that helped us out up there. And Rebecca and the couple other new members I have in the group. Shout out to you guys for coming out and say hi. Thank you. Really appreciated that. But yeah, man, that's it. That's the haul. I got some leftovers I got off Amazon coming in. I'll show you guys this coming week, plus a couple new really cool books that I got a great deal on. I'll be showing you in another video. But so I hope you guys did all right and got some things you wanted. Thank you, Crazy H, for going over it all. He already had it displayed nicely, so he wanted to just show you that way. So that worked out okay. Just a reminder, as always, to do one random act of kindness this week and help make a difference in someone's life. The smallest thing, guys, could be that one thing that, changes it and turns it around for somebody. So, never take that lightly, man. Say hi, be nice to people, be kind. That's what it's all about. Help each other out. So, for more Ring Wars, Brett the Tank Downey, keep rocking, keep collecting. We'll see you guys real soon. Thank you very much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Peace out, man.